Hello, everyone. Good evening, and welcome to today's show. My name is Rejoice, your host, and I must apologize for not bringing you guys the show yesterday as originally scheduled. But here it is again. It's live on YouTube or Twitter, X. I'm sorry, wherever you're watching us from. But today's guest is an author, a business analyst, a chattered management consultant, a business development strategist, a sales marketing strategist, and a lot more interesting, portfolio. I am going to, as usual, let him introduce himself and tell us a bit more about himself. But before that, if this is your first time watching the show, this is a 24-hour Nigerian president show, and it is where we get to talk, interview people in different walks of life and ask them what they would do if they were to become the president of Nigeria for 24 hours. And we get to talk about Nigeria development in Nigeria, both economically and every other way. So please do stick around and you can join us every Wednesday, 7 p.m. here on the channel. Without taking any more of your time, here is my guest. You're welcome, sir. Welcome to the
Thank you
show.
very much, Rejoice. It's a nice meeting
All
you
right.
here.
Yes, nice meeting you. So please tell us a bit more. I know I didn't try at all with the introduction. Please tell us a bit more about yourself and what you do and what we need to know about you.
One of the things you have forgotten to tell them about me is I'm a hustler, and I prefer to be the hustler type person because uh, when you have the hustling spirit, you can do anything. Because at
Yeah.
one time I've cleaned, one time I have done a lot of things at several times, and such is life because we all have the ability to do anything you wish to. By the way, my name you have mentioned is Ferdinand Feson Fada. I am an author of two books for now, The Innovate and Succeed. Then the other one we call is Shimiless Entrepreneurial Journey. Those books are wonderful books I have done. I worked with them over time before they came out. And I'm a CEO of several group of companies. In my company, we have Treasure Mine Academy. I'm the founder there. Our company, we have cleaners, direct Cresta cleaners. We have High Crest Flooding Solution. We have Cresta Investment. We have a lot of companies, Caddy Logistics, and two more companies under it. So that's what we do. That's why I told you I'm a hustler because at one time I have processed agricultural food so as to make
Okay.
sure that at least I won't go to bed hungry. One of the things I hate in life is to be poor, and that's why I do everything at any given time.
That
Thank
is
you.
the hustling spirit that Nigerians are known for.
Actually,
Yeah. All right, sir.
yeah.
So let's get straight into it. So considering your portfolio, you have an impressive one.
Thank you.
Okay. Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay.
Those are part of
So
the
it's
things that
good.
we need to solve as nation. Some of these things are our network.
Okay. Our what? Sorry.
The data
Yeah.
services are poor.
Thank
So it's a
you. Yes,
solution somebody needs to look at it at this moment.
yes. Mm. We should do, yeah,
Very
this time and
important.
age we shouldn't be having that issue of network. But anyway,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
so with your background in business and analysis and sales management, marketing and all of that, sorry, if you were given the chance to be the president of Nigeria for 24 hours, what would you do in that regard in the business industry?
Wow, so nice. I will ensure that everybody brings out the beauty in them. One of the things I would do in 24 hours is to ensure that everyone goes to a clean, serene, noiseless environment where you could think for yourself. If money is not the problem, what would I do? When you send such questions to everyone, people will begin to think creatively. People will begin to think innovatively because built in you is something that God has created, no one has except you. But you can never get anything of such in an environment where it's noisy. So, one of the things that killed us is the occupation that all of us have been occupied by social media and social life. We tend to forget what is the reason why I am created. So within that 24 hours, I will expose each and every one of us to know what is the reason of my creation here on earth. Imagine tomorrow will be my last day. What impact would I make? Believe you me, everyone will think towards it. And if you do, you'll come out with a solution that will be wonderfully well with everyone. So that's what I will do in 24 hours. Bring everyone to limelight to know what is the purpose of creation. Simple.
Okay. So permit me to ask, once that is achieved and everyone comes up with what he or she wants to do, are you just going to leave them hanging?
No. Now, immediately when you're done with what is the purpose, all of us have done, have been created to intertwine with one another. Little no wonder we said no man is an island because
Yeah.
there's something you're bringing. There's something I'm bringing. If you look around, our faces are different. Obviously, our uniqueness are different. This person will say, this is the reason why it's being created, and this is what is the purpose of his creation. She will say, this is the reason why she's been created, and these are the purpose in which she had. So by so doing, before you know it, she'll be able to tell you, this is what I'm bringing on the table for us to discuss. And when you discuss such, life will be made easy. And that's it.
Mhm.
But if nobody is bringing nothing,
Okay.
nothing will happen. We all have
Mhm.
something to bring to the table. What are you bringing? That's all we need to tell ourselves. You're not idle and you're not useless because a manufacturer cannot create something that is of less value or has no value. When he was
Mhm.
creating you here on this side of the world, there's something that he has deposited in you that I don't have. But by
True.
the time you know your purpose, obviously you bring something to the table and we'll now begin to collaborate. By the time we collaborate, we'll now fashion out what is the next, and the next. By the time we begin to plan that, it will all go well with all of us. But if someone wakes up and said, I have no reason to be here in that, because do you know a lot of people can talk, I've been talking this way. I don't know why I'm here. It looks like we're the ones that are accompanying or escorting people to leave. Some people used to say it that way. It's
Yeah.
wrong. We have a reason.
Okay.
God cannot create you when you don't have anything to show for it.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So, you're also an
So,
author of the name of your
yeah.
book is Innovate and Succeed.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I believe I don't know what it is about because I'm sorry I haven't read it. But can you tell us a bit about that book? And then I want to guess it's about innovation. So can you also tell us your how you perceive the role of innovation in driving business growth in a setting like Nigeria? I mean, this time and age. And what are the specific innovations that you believe can help us develop the business scene in Nigeria?
Yeah. Thank you very much. Innovate and Succeed is one of the books. Uh, and innovation, yeah, in Innovate and Succeed, I explore the transformative power of innovation in business and in life in entirety. Because one of the things that we don't have at the moment, nature has taken its course. Many a times when we grow at this moment, every parent wants to do something to his child. We disallow them to see and others to see what God has created in these children. If you look around with me, each time you look at a parent wants to buy a car to his son. They want to buy a house. They want to do almost everything to them. Why are they doing that? They are giving them almost all the luxury and pay off for their lifestyles. We don't have the opportunity to see what God has deposited in everyone because of this saga, or I call it this syndrome, or I call it pandemic. So, what I did was to bring out this book in showcase and tell you if order to let you know that you need to first of all believe in yourself that I am a co-creator with God, that I can do something that will make life sustainable, that I can live despite all things to survive the menace, to survive the environment, to survive what is going on. So, in Innovate and Succeed, I try to bring out to foster the continuous improvement of oneself that you can significantly contribute to business development wherever you are. And some of the specific things I like in innovation is it take, for instance, e-commerce. When e-commerce came in, all of us were thinking that was not a business. It will fail because each one of us believe that you must see tangible thing that you want to buy before you purchase it. But e-commerce tried to showcase all these things so as to know that these things exist, and all you need to do is to click and get all these things down to your doorstep. But innovate and succeed means that whenever you decide on your own to make life easy for yourself, there is a creative process that has to be in your mind. Do it and you get it right. Now, how will Nigeria benefit from this? Nigeria can only benefit when we begin to like the things that are happening around the world. The fintech technology, we are making very wonderful impact. That's part of innovation. Because then it used to be whenever you want to go to the bank, until you go, they bring your card, they check your balance, then they will now say, okay, minus so amount. Then they will return the card to its place. But today, at the comfort of your house, you could click and get your account. You could click and send any money wherever it wants to go. And that is the power of innovation. And that is one of the things Nigeria should liberation. And what another thing again that we need to, there is a green technology going on in the world right now. You see, before we started, they took the light. One of the things that we need to tell ourselves the truth is we don't have access to 24-hour service in our national grid. What do? We remove the street light from national grid. We remove the traffic light from national grid. We remove the street light, the security light in your house to national grid. When you do that, you will now convert them into the solar that every day is scorching on my skin that I can't be lighter than you. I must be dark because the sun must scorch me. Okay? So we need to tap into this green technology by innovating certain things. Maybe it could be a charger, maybe it could be a street light, maybe it could be a security light, one at a time. By the time you make a one panel will serve for one electricity. And before you know it, we are now tapping into the innovative nature in what is going on outside the world. So life is on the move. We need to move.
And that
Thank you.
brings me to asking, how, because you've explained this thing, but then how can business owners in Nigeria adapt to the rapid change in technology and innovation around the world? How do you think business owners in Nigeria can keep up with the fast-paced, development and innovation that's going on?
Yeah, yeah. There's a growth that is happening around the world. And if you take with me, everywhere globally, there is a current economic landscape that is going, and everyone is facing the crisis. Here in Nigeria, I said, if business would like to thrive, if business want to move, we must diversify. Diversification is one of the things that is lacking here. You can hear from what I said initially. I said we need to diversify the way we use our national grid. By the time we diversify such, every other thing around us will now be in tandem with what is happening globally. Now, take for instance with me, people need to know that there is a moment in life where, at this stage, all of us know that it's no longer a good thing to compete with one another when it comes to business environment. We should collaborate to build up. There's something you have, I don't have in any business. There's something she has that we don't have. So we need to collaborate, not to compete. By the time we collaborate with one another, ideas, dreams, great things, technological development, harness on each other's capacity and ability, everything will go well. Because we in Nigeria, as of today, we tend to want to compete. I want to be the only one in this business. I want to be the only one making business. I mean, making money than the other person.
Mhm.
We should stop doing that. We should focus on the scalability of what we have, of the sustainability of what we know that we are practicing. Then we need to adapt a customer centric sense, because one of the things we don't do is we discard our customers. We don't take care of them. We don't look after them. A customer, like we always said, you will always need whenever you have a business. And how do you need them? You take one at a time. All you need is a one customer, because the moment one customer is satisfied with your services and your goods, he will tell the next person, and the next person will tell the next person. And in business, all you need is the volume. By the time you have numerous people buying your product, patronizing your services, everything will go well and you will scale up globally. Thank you. Have I answered your question?
I'm sorry, I didn't realize I was muted. But yes, you answered my question. I just wish more Nigerians can get to see this and know that it's not all about competition. They said two is always better than one. So two is better than one. But because of times, I just want to ask you one more question and then we'll round this off. What do you think is the role of, can you hear me, sir?
Yes, I'm with you.
Okay, all right. Well, what do you think is the role of educational institutions in Nigeria in fostering innovation in in the country? Do you think our educational system has a role to play?
Yes. It might interest you to note that in the next 5 to 10 years, the four corners of the university will be empty.
Yeah.
You might ask me why. Because right now, what pays your bill
Why?
is your skill. It's your skill that pays your bill. It's not the amount of the papers you have.
Yeah.
When you keep gathering papers, papers will not pay your bill, because we have multiple numbers of people that have these qualified papers in code, and they're still on the street roaming about looking for white collar job. But
Mm.
skill is the development that every institution in Nigeria needs to take care of. I was privileged to work, if you look at my profile, to work with Academics Institute of Technology. It's in Vienna, Austria. What do? They only allow you to expose the talent you have. They will get to talk with you and interview you concerning some certain qualities of talent that you have. The moment they discover such talent, they will now take you to a technological environment where they are practicing what you told them that you were able or you have as a creative process. So by so doing, they will now attach you, we call it accelerated movement, to the company that are doing those things. If you are good in drawing, they take you to the company that is doing drawing. If you're good in computer graphics, they take you there. If you're good in animation, if you're good in machine learning, they'll take you there. so that at the end of the day, you'll be able to learn on the job training. You will now have on the job training. So you are learning, you are training, and you are practicing. So when you are done with that, you can now move to the next level of advancement of developing that which you have learned on the job. So by the time you get exposed to that, you're done. And everything about you
I'm sorry
will be
about that.
right.
My network
Sorry.
switched off.
That's one of the conditions that we need to work on. I like challenges, and every day I look forward to a challenge day because that makes you better and that makes you come up with innovative idea. Like we always said, necessity is the mother of invention. If it were not needed, nobody will invent it. So right now that we're having fluctuation in data services, we need to know that data should be separated from the GSM operators, just like the way Elon Musk is doing. He has high-speed Starlink and is not attached to anybody, any network. It's from the space. And that's what we need,
Okay.
such innovation. So schools have to cultivate the
You're right.
innovative culture.
Yes. Is it? I don't know. Is it me that's off with? Can you hear me, sir? I don't know what's happening. Well, net. You there? So can you hear me? Guys, I'm sorry, but I don't know what's going on. If it's me that's off or it's him, I don't know. But we're talking to Dr. Ferdinand Fada, the business analyst. What's happening? Okay, okay, somebody can hear me. That's good. Um, anyway, I don't know. We're going to wait a bit for him to. Okay.
I'm back. It's the network.
Yeah, exactly what we were talking about. Sorry about that. Welcome back, sir.
Thank you so much. It's the network here. So,
All
like I
right.
was saying earlier, yeah, like I was
Okay,
saying
well,
earlier,
okay.
yeah, that we need all the school to cultivate innovative hub where we'll be able to teach people skills because it's a skill that pays the bill. We need to let them know so that they will know that in order for us to make good fortune and develop our society, everyone must instill within him an entrepreneurial spirit so that you can do something with what you have. You can do something with the talent given to you. You could do something
Okay.
with a skill you have developed over time. And I like the way the Igbos are doing it. That mentorship formula is a very wonderful one where they mentor someone, and at the end of the day, the
Mm,
person begins to develop
yeah.
that spirit of what it takes to.
Ok- I don't know. His network is off again. I don't know if can anybody hear me? Okay, I guess so. We are not lucky today with the network, so I think we're going to be rounding this off. If we are able to get him back again before time, then he's just going to um round up. For while we wait, please leave your comments in the comment section. You can leave your opinions, you can leave your questions in the comment section. Join the conversation down there. Don't just watch. I know you have something to say. This is our Nigeria. You should have something to say. So please put it in the comment section and I can even read it out if need be. And again, please share the video to your friends. Get people to come watch and join the conversation. It happens every Wednesday, 7 p.m. I'm sorry we're bringing today's on a Thursday. It was beyond our control yesterday, so I really apologize. I hope he comes back soon. But anyway, if he doesn't, then I guess this is it for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed today's show. I'm sorry again about the network. I hope you enjoyed today's show. Like I said, join the conversation. Tell us what you think. Leave your questions there. We can even ask the next guest that we bring. Is he back? No, he's not back. Okay, I think it's back. Sir, welcome back.
Very unfortunate. Those are the problems that we have, so we must create a solution for it.
I think we're just going to round it off. Network is a bit
Yes, it's okay.
frustrating today. Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Do you have like
It is.
any, maybe within a minute, any advice you want to give to I'm sorry about that noise, young business owners in Nigeria? Any word of advice as a business analyst that you are? We're honored to have you, by the way.
Yeah. Young ones, you must develop a habit of taking technology as part of the things that you must do. Adopt technological things. Adopt what is happening globally. Because without technology, you and I know that we are not going anywhere. Everything here on this side of the world has been taken over by technology. Therefore, be in the today. Be in today. Develop yourself. Look at what is happening globally. Adopt technology. By so doing, you'll be able to fashion and be at the clusters of what is happening globally. Because technology drives every economy to the next level. And by so doing, it makes life much easier for each and every one of us, just like I said initially. So, for every young entrepreneur, develop the habit of taking technology seriously, because in so doing, you will take your business to the next level, and globally is all that you are after. Because you and I know that in order to thrive, you must earn in dollars. And you can't earn in dollars without being in the technological environment. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you so much for coming on this show. This was has been very, very insightful. I've learned something, and I hope our viewers have. I wish we could bring you next time for part two because I'm not even exhausted half of the questions I really wanted to ask you. Thank you for coming on the show, sir. We really appreciate it.
It's a great pleasure, and thank you for having me. I hope our audience were
All right,
able to
guys, that's it
understand
for
what it
this
means
show
to be
today.
innovative.
Like I
Thank you very
said, please
much.
leave your questions and join the conversation. All right, sir.
All right. It's a pleasure. Thank you, Rejoice.
Yes, I hope they are too. Thank you. All right, guys, I'll see you in the next show. That is next week, Wednesday by 7 p.m. All right. All right.